A few days ago I uploaded this video and it got way more attention than I ever expected. But there are a few mistakes in the video, thank you for pointing them out. If you haven't seen the video, check it out first, because this video isn't gonna make sense without it. First of all, in the video I stated that your mouse sends an input to the computer every time you move by a dot of your DPI. This is straight up false, as your mouse has a polling rate which literally measures how often it reports its position to the computer. Modern gaming mouses have around 1000 Hz polling rate, meaning that they send information to your computer every millisecond. If you replace DPI for polling rate every time I talk about it in the video, it should still make sense. Now, for the mistakes I might have done while testing the bug, one thing suggested by Morphe was that in the script I used to stop and shoot, the fire input was in front of the stopping input. Even though this technically shouldn't make any difference, I switched the order and checked if it had any impact, and nothing changed. Then I tried using a macro and it fixed the issue, but then I changed the order of the inputs and 0 milliseconds isn't really 0 milliseconds, is it, Logitech? A lot of the comments also mention this Reddit post that explains how the Subtick system really works compared to CSGO. So in CSGO, when you click and then move your crosshair, at the next tick your gun fires at the current position of your crosshair. But in CS2, when you click and move your crosshair, at the next tick your gun fires where your crosshair was when you clicked. So in this instance, CS2 is actually more precise than 64 or 128 tick can ever be. It's just that the delayed animation feels weird. This is something that I think cannot be fixed because every fix would come with bigger problems than a weird animation. I'm planning to make a video just about this topic, so subscribe if you don't want to miss it. So this would explain the problem from the previous video very well. When the plus attack and minus turn right commands are triggered simultaneously, the Subtick assigns the current crosshair position to the plus attack input, but the minus turn right command only happens at the next tick together with the firing animation. My theory from the last video wasn't exactly this, but I would say it was pretty close. Julius suggested that if I measure the average distance the shot is behind the crosshair and it represents the average delay caused by 64 tick, my theory will be proven without a doubt, so that's exactly what I did. This time I went to dust too, because I thought the long distance from A ramp to pit would help me make my measurements more accurate. I can only record at 60 FPS, so I had to measure the distance my crosshair travels in 1/60th of a second, and then divide it by 64/60th to figure out the distance my crosshair travels in one tick. I calculated that my crosshair travels 43 pixels every tick, so if my theory was correct, on average the bullet should be 21.5 pixels behind. I did 100 attempts and measured the distance between my crosshair and where the bullet actually went in Photoshop. The average distance behind the crosshair was 11.41 pixels, proving my theory wrong. And there's one more thing I've noticed about the results. When I was testing this for the last video, the distance between the crosshair and the bullet was random. This time it seems that the bullet either goes less than 5 pixels from the crosshair or 20 or more pixels. This is probably because of some changes Valve made between the videos, as I am doing the tests exactly the same way. So why is this happening, you might be asking? Well, I have no idea. If you have any idea, you can share it in the comments. So in this short video, I've proven my own theory wrong, found out that none of your suggestions could actually fix the issue, then found a great explanation and busted that one as well. And the only thing in this video I can confidently stand behind is stolen from Reddit. So on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you for watching.